welcome to Leon's RC Hobbies. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've made a video. Going to do a quick review of this that I just got in, which is the FTX Canyon 1/10 XL. Let's take a look at the box. We've got 13 fitted LEDs, 2.4 gig radio with a waterproof brushed crawler speed controller, got high torque brushed motor with link suspension and maximum articulation, telescopic sliding universal drive shafts. We've got 3 gear torque transmission, which is metal. We've got oil filled shocks, and it says scale inspired body shell. To me, the body shell, there's a picture of the body shell, it looks like a cross between a Land Rover D90 and a Hummer, and this is their spawn. Paid 160 for this. It says it's waterproof, 99% ready to run, 4-wheel drive. Now it is a pretty big machine. I've had a few FTXs in my life, and I was looking for another rock crawler that you know, it isn't so delicate or brittle, which the MNs and the WPOs are. They are good little rock crawlers, especially miniature size. They're really good fun. But I needed something a bit bigger. This was going to be an unboxing, but I've already took it out of the box because my counter is so small, I haven't got the room. So we'll do the box and I'll show you what I get in the contents. Also, the MN, quick update on that. I bought all metal gearing for it. For some reason, when I found out the back gearing was not quite machined right, and it completely just chewed each other up. It wasn't even the right shape. I don't know how I didn't notice that. So it split the casing, so I've had to order a new back axle for it, and I'm still waiting for the drive shafts, but hopefully we'll get them on, and then we'll get a video done of that. But first of all, let's check out this. So this is what you get in the box. You get a manual, and it's a pretty thick, fairly extensive manual with all your setups, because you can set up the ECU, because this runs at the moment on a 7.2 NiCad battery. You can actually change this to a LiPo. It even has the settings for the ECU, so you can change it for the so you can run a LiPo. It's got all the instructions how to put it all together, your gearbox, and in the very back, a massive extensive parts list, because it's completely upgradable. This, there's absolutely loads. One spare wheel, and it's a proper spare wheel. This is to fit on the back. Don't worry, this is not, it's a standard hex. This is just to hold it on the actual back of the truck. Very nice soft tyres as well. These are really squishy. Now there's definitely foam in there, which I'm going to have to test what it's like without it and what it's like with it. It's a beadlock wheel, so it comes in 2 pieces. You get a adapter charger, part of the charger. You get in the UK you get a standard 3-prong. For once, normally you get this version, but you get the 3-prong. You get the binding cable when you're binding the transmitter and that. Let's show you the transmitter. Now the transmitter itself, it's actually not bad. It feels not too bad. When you open it up, there we go, give some light. We've got our trim, throttle, reverse mode, so you can reverse the controls, you're on and off. The control itself's not bad. It just feels a bit, I know they're all plastic, but it feels just, I think this blue makes it feel a lot more cheaper. I think if it was all black, or maybe this colour was matte black, it'd look a bit better. But it's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. It's a 2-channel, but it's, like I say, it does what it needs to do. Luckily, I can get my thumb on the steering, which is a lot easier compared to my Fly Skies, which my thumb doesn't reach them. Right, so let's get the rock crawler on the side. And here we are. This is the crawler itself. It's a fair size. I mean, it says 1/10 XL, but more like a 1/8. Comes with pre-installed spotlights, headlights, backlights. Now, backlights to me, definitely an afterthought. They look so, they just look stuck on and cheap, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to keep these ones, but I'm going to round off the edges and I'm going to put some tint on them to cover them up. Spare wheel goes on there. Comes with a pretty sturdy roof rack. I do apologise. Plastic arches which do come off. Also, a lot of people, when I've seen quite a few videos now before I bought this, and with some of the videos, a lot of people were complaining about the tyres scrubbing on the arches, but I did a quick simple modification with this, and there's something else I need to do as well to show you, but the simplest one was I just lifted up the shell to the highest point it could go. You see that we just got the, we're on the one notch there, and I can get now practically, lift it up, I can get full flex. That's full flex, any more on the back wheel will lift. So that's practically full flex, and it's not scrubbing the arch. So, the back of it comes with Velcro, because I've noticed a lot of, in quite a few videos, the back end's shaking a lot and it's wobbling because of the weight of the spare wheel. So, in 1 second, let's get this. We have now the shell off. Do apologise, this video might look slightly odd now. I had to do the second half again. It wasn't recording, so I've added a few extras to it in between then. So now we'll do what it's like without the shell. So this is what it's like. It comes with an 1800 milliamp NiCad battery. It's a 7.2 volt. We have Tamiya connections. I've got plenty of these batteries though from years of having them, so lots of stuff there. It comes with a waterproof ECU, a speed controller. The frame is all plastic. This is for your lighting up from the shell because it's got lights already pre-done. But let's get on to the major flaw with this. Actually, let me just turn this light off. It's a bit too bright. The major flaw with this is these brackets are steel and they're pretty sturdy, and the ones on the back. But the problem is, if you can just see there's one tiny screw on either side holding these in, this plastic casing, and I've seen people when they've pulled them, it's ripped them off there and snapped them. Same with the back, and when they've rolled them and that, these have come off. But there's a guy, I'm going to find his name so I can put a link in the next video, a description in that. What he did is he got some 15 by 15 angle line, well it's aluminium, and all he did was drill 4 holes in it, each side, so one there, one there, one there, and he slipped it right through there, it fit there perfectly. Then he just screwed it onto this, and it means this is a perfectly solid chassis then. None of this will move, there'll be no flex, which means you can then put your winch on the front, because if you put winch on the front of this as it is, with it being so not very strong, you're going to end up breaking it. But once that angle, that aluminium piece is in there, which I am going to get and I will install and show you when I buy some, it will make this a solid platform right across, absolute rock solid, so you can put winches on whatever weight you want and this will cause no problems. Let's turn it on its side. So all the axles are plastic, the knuckles are plastic, but the ones coming out of the gearbox, they're metal. Plastic drive shafts, the whole thing can be upgraded to aluminium. I've seen a massive amount of upgrades for it, so you can replace all of it for aluminium. Comes with a 540 high torque motor, 60 tooth gear. It says all the gearing in the gearbox is metal. It's not metal in the drives, in the axles, but like I say, it can all be completely upgraded. It's got supposed to be a heavy duty metal. Oh my god, I lost the plot now. Servo in the front. Oil filled shocks. The thing is though, it's actually very sturdy. It is plastic, but it's a very sturdy plastic, if you get what I mean. It's a really tough stuff. So it's going to take a lot to damage it, because I mean, this top speed of this is like just above walking speed, so I can't see you really twisting the chassis up or bending it or anything. I think maybe through fall damage you could possibly break it, but not through general use, I don't think. Like I said, there's a good bit of kit. Tyres, These are got sponge inside. As you can see the difference, last time I showed the truck it didn't have these done. They were doing my head in, so yeah, just spotted them silver, just to give them a bit of look to them. Shocks are oil filled. You can replace the oil to have it whatever your preference is. It really is nice bounce on there. It really does soak up the bumps. You can tell it's a very nice springs and shocks, very nice and smooth. But like I say, you can change oil for your own desired effect of however you want it. Some people say these springs are too stiff, but to me, I don't find that I don't think these shocks and springs are that stiff at all. It's littlest to push it down, up or down. It's thingy. Also, when you get the packaging, you get these, and these hold it in the cardboard. And I found that they perfectly slide over the top. This little thing, and I've done it just to protect the holes on the shell, rather than it just being rubber grommets like this. I've got one to put in the back yet. But 160 quid. I think it's a good bit of kit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the shell on and show you the extras I actually put on it. Give me 1 minute. Another thing I need to show you, when you put your spare wheel on, it's held on by just this screw against this plastic, which means as soon as you have a crash, it's going to pop straight off. So I had like giant lollipop sticks, drilled a hole in, double-sided sticky tipped it, and then drilled it through. So now this is actually secure instead of wobbling around, which makes it a lot better. Right, give me 1 second. Right, we're back. The shell is on. I've added a chain to the front. Once I got that aluminium angle, I'm going to get a winch for it. And on the back, I put this light on. On the back, I added a fuel can, which worked perfectly fine. I also put fly eye grip tint on the back lights to cover them up. I think it gives it a little bit better look than that plain stuff. Sorry, my daughter's on one at the moment. She's not well. And a registration plate that I took out with an old car magazine. Added some bits to the side. But overall, I think it's a good bit of kit. 160 quid. It's got loads of power, loads of torque. It's got I think it's just a bit of... It's a little bit ugly. The side's nice, the back's nice. But the front, definitely not a fan of the front. I put fly eye on the front lights as well. But yeah, for like I say, for 160 quid, it's not bad. At least with this, I can get this outside running, even when it's raining, with it being supposedly waterproof. But we'll come to that soon, hopefully. But I hope you enjoyed it. It's like a good, just like I say, it's a fairly good truck. Good starter one for something that was bigger. I do apologise as well, me MN. I bought all the gearing for it for the Land Rover, but the back ones wasn't machined properly, chewed themselves to bits, and actually split the back axle. So I've had to order a new axle, and I've got my drive shaft turning up, and we'll get on with that. I did measure it for fun. I haven't done it. I've put it back away at the moment, but it actually fits on top of the roof rack, which is funny. But yeah, so, well, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and bye. Don't forget to like.